Connecticut crafter makes a paper sculpture that's just ducky.
Hi, I'm Doll Barnes from Wallingford, Connecticut. I love working with paper. Today, I'll be making a paper sculpture beach duck. The first step in creating this paper sculpture beach duck is the drawing. The feeling that I'm going for in creating this beach duck is the carefree summer day, building a sandcastle, playing in the sand. Once the drawing is done, I'll begin to trace the pieces. I'm finished all the tracing now. I'll be using this as a pattern as I cut the pieces for the duck. When I cut out the pieces, I'll be cutting roughly around the outside, and then I'll be taping it down to the appropriate color paper. The wings are white, so I'll be taping it onto the white paper. The paper I'm using is a 98-pound art paper. I find it works best for this type of work because it holds its shape and it's easy to form. I'm going to be cutting the feet out now, so I need some yellow paper. So I don't have any jagged edges on a curved surface. I use a craft knife to do this cutting. Some of the pieces have to be notched to look like feathers. That'll be the bib, the body, the face, and the cheeks. All my pieces are cut out, so I'll start preparing the background. I start with a blue piece of mat board representing the sky and a beige piece of paper representing the sand. I'm going to tear along the top of the beige piece of paper to give it a bit more of a rustic feel. I've cut a piece of foam core for my spacer. I'm going to apply paste all over the surface and then glue the sand piece down. I've torn another piece of paper for another piece of sand, and I've torn several different pieces of paper to represent the sea. When I glue the second layer of sand down, I won't glue along the top because I want to create a little shadow. The glue I'm using is a white glue that you can get at any craft store. And now I'll start gluing down the sea. I've left the edges oversized, which will allow me to now turn the piece over and trim it. My background is complete, so back to the duck. The wings are one of the easiest pieces to do. Take my craft knife, I'm going to gently score down the center, which will give me a nice sharp fold. I've finished folding each of the wings. I'm going to stack one on top of the other to create the wing on the right. I've completed the right wing, and I've gone ahead and made the left wing. He's so anxious to get to the beach, he's already picked up his shovel. I'm going to move on to working on the face, the body, and the bib. And in order to shape that and to give it form, I have it on a soft placemat surface. I'll be coating each of the pieces with the wax paper, and then I'll be shaping with the embossing tool. I'm rubbing it with the wax paper so that the embossing tool will glide over the surface more smoothly. By rubbing it with the embossing tool, it's creating shape in the paper. I created a bunch of birds playing various instruments, and they make up my bird parade. I put them on everything. I've finished shaping the body, and I'm going to work on the face now. First thing would be the eyes. The eyes consist of a lot of small parts, which would be a real challenge to cut, so that's where I bring in my tools, like the paper punch. These other punches are going to be used also. This one will end up to be the eyelid. That is a beautiful eyelid. I sweep all my scrap paper onto the floor, the real reason I became a paper sculptor, so I can make messes. I'm going to create the iris using this heart punch. Gives it a nice rounded top. These will be the highlights. Now I'm going to assemble the eye. This is my paper holder downer. I use it to hold the paper down when my finger's too big to get into the area. I've completed the eyes, and now I'm going to assemble the face. I'm going to insert the beak, and now I'll work on the head. And now I'm working on the legs. The tweezers allow me to get down in the narrow part of the leg and hold the pieces of the paper together while the glue dries. I'm pushing the duck legs through the body where I've cut the leg openings, and now I'll attach the feet. It's time to build the duck. The left wing goes on first. On goes the body. The bib goes on. It's not really a technical part of the duck, but I call it the bib. My duck is complete, and now it's time to finish the picture. A sandcastle and a frame. I think he's just done.